Hey yo, what is up? It's your girl May. And you know stuff is going down if there are two instances of UTAWaView. Yo, nah. So, in my. I don't know if I'm doing this weekly or if since this is so interconnected, I'll do this. I don't know. Don't ask me about scheduling right now. But anyway, so this is a CVVC video. And I think there are three main takeaways. The first is I convert you to my side that CV is better. But that means nothing because you can just, you know, not use the VC in a CVVC and just use CV. The next is that CVVC is better and worth the effort, which I don't know, maybe. And plugins are not all that fun. So, in my previous video, I spent like 30 minutes on this, making the CV autos basically perfect for this run through.
よかったのにね、君の首を絞める夢を見た光の溢れるヒル坂に君の細いのとか跳ねるのを泣き出しそうな目で見ていた。
Yeah, and my computer is gonna hate me. But anyway, I didn't remember that I am legit going to have to do a lot of photos for this. So, I don't like plugins. There are plugins, so let's start with Presamp, or is it FreeSamp? Anyway, there is a plugin that without any input of your own, it will edit the UST without you seeing it. So you're just using a regular CV UST and it does something behind your back. And it gives you an output that I don't like. There are plugins that will actually output the fixed version to your screen so you can edit the autos and all that stuff, but eh. And there is a plugin that will actually add all of this VC to the CV and write your pitches, and I don't use CVVC unless I'm using it for English, and none of those are useful for me because I use my list that people keep saying they'll record but they don't uses Vocaloid phonetics, so I would actually have to edit a plugin, which I think I'm completely capable of doing, depending on how easy it is. Because some come with a dictionary, but regardless, I don't do this, so I'm not taking the time to download a plugin. And another takeaway you can get from this video is just how easy doing it by hand actually is. So let's make sure, yeah, that looks about right. Alright, so let's just start here. P2, P3, and let's listen.
よか
What's up with this? That looks correct. Now let's zoom in. This is a little too... Wait. Will it not let me... Okay. Yeah. Let's listen to this.
よか
Dang. Okay. For this, I need 3. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, honestly, for some of this, I'm kind of, like... Yeah, so that makes sense. So basically, what you have to do... this note has to be long enough that it can also fit in this right here, because if you cut this off, none of this K sound will sound.
Yoga. Yoga.
And let's just bring this on down. Let's P2B3 it again.
Yoga. Yoga.
Now, you saw how much effort that took. Arguably not much. Wait. So let's switch back here. And this is the CV.
Yoga.
So let's compare these. Now first you'll see something, which is why I avoid CVVC, non-CV nor VCV methods. You're introducing right here a place where the things meet. You're introducing a break where there doesn't need to be one. So even though you're getting a more realistic here,
Yoga. Yoga. Yoga.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yoga.
Even though you're getting,
Yoga. Yoga.
even this is slightly more realistic than this,
Yoga. Yoga.
you're having to contend with this right here. So let's try to think of a way to fix that problem. I'm getting so lost.
Yoga.
Let's open this and look at envelope. This won't work. This is not how you do it.
Yo.
And that is not what we're going for. This isn't what you're going for. I don't know why I'm doing this. I know better.
Yo. Yo. Yo.
Yeah. When you're doing the CVVC in English, this is really a good idea to change everything.
Yo. Yo.
That's so stupid.
Yo. Yo. Yo.
No, not P2B3. That doesn't sound. That leaves us with that, and that's not what you would do.
Yo.
See what I'm saying? It's like, fiddle, fiddle, fiddle.
Yoga.
Okay, that's slightly better.
Yoga.
So, okay. After all that fiddling, let's just show you. If you pull this out, the longer this is, the more
Yoga.
the longer this is, the more room this has to spread out. So let's see, the maximum amount this could spread out is this much. So we want I'm so lost. Sorry, I get lost. So let's just move this out here and move this. Yeah.
よか
So this. Yeah.
よか
The more clear you want it to be, the more of this you want showing, because this is consonant from previously, but that makes a pause there. So this is really just a matter of balancing how much pause do you want versus how clear do you want the consonants to be.
よかよか
No, it's really a delicate balance. P2, P3. Oh no, not P2, P3.
よかよか
Okay, so I actually don't watch many people do this stuff, so I couldn't tell you for sure what is really accepted, because this sounds okay,
よか
but like, I'm not even kidding. It sounds better to not have that junction in it. Let's reset you and see what you sound like.
かか
No, that's not.
かか
Yeah, I don't like that junction. Like, at all. Yeah, it's getting confused.
よか
Yeah, I don't like this junction at all. I don't. But you just gotta live with it.
よか
So this is one way. Wait.
よ よ
Yeah, you're gonna have a weird junction like this no matter what you do.
よ
Whereas with this, just listen.
よ
Like, which one of these do you like better? Because you don't go, yeah, anyway, yeah. See why I'm just like, listen,
よか
compared to,
よかったよかった
okay, I don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it. But I feel like my hand is kind of forced.
よか
Ugh, no, I'm not doing that. No. Mm-mm.
よか
Now let's see.
あたあたあた
No.
かたかた たのたのたのたの
So let's kadu.
よかったのよかったの
And now what? I mean, this looks so wrong, but
たたた
the alternative is like,
た
does that fix? Wait, am I bring the thing back?
よかった
It still has it, it's just slightly better. I do not like this.
よかったの。よかったの。たの。
Yeah. So yeah, I will use the P1, P4.
よかったのに。
I don't like it, but it's better than just the reset.
た、た、た、
Yeah, I'll deal with it. Okay, now we want this one to have the, and now this is actually O in Y because me is palatalized. Let's just do P2, 3. Wait, everything is. Now let's play this.
よかったのに。
And then we want it to be the same length as the CVVC, as the CV. So in and keep is palatalized. I'm just gonna keep saying it's palatalized. So it's just
ネギ、ネギ、ネギ。
she did her 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 CV was a nightmare, but her CVC is actually pretty decent.
にネギ、にネギ、にネギ、にネギ。
Does sound better? No.
のに。
Let's actually see. Wait.
のに。のに。
I mean, just put this here. We'll be speeding up transition a bit.
のに。のに。
I don't really like that. Kind of want to make it longer. Mm-hmm.
のに。のに。のにネギ。
Mm. Yeah, this has it going up a bit, so let's see how this goes.
のにネギ。のにネギ。
The compressor probably is.
のに。のに。のにね。
Mm-hmm.
のにね。いネギ。いネギ。ね。ネギみ。
I have a feeling someone in the comments is gonna be like, "You did it wrong." It's gonna be like, again, me is palatalized.
君。君。
Someone's gonna be like, "You're doing it wrong." It's like, how do you do it right? You know? I don't want to live in a world where the answer is use a plugin, because why would you want to use a plugin when you could use your own ears?
君の、君の、君の、
And it's like just one of those, no, it's one of those dope things is that if you're confident in your CV autos, that can actually tell you exactly where you need to put and how long the VC needs to be.
ねえ君のく、ねえ君のく、
And it's like, oh wow, you're doing it. Like, oh wow, you can control everything to the very second. Like, you can do that with the autos. You can do that with the autos. You don't need to, like, let's find, this is no Kubi.
君の首、
You want temp 2. And this is, how much was that? Mino Kubi. Stop it.
君の首、
So let's compare these side by side. So this is temp 2, and you can see that everything is just kind of smoother in general. But they look really similar. This one is a little longer. But these just feel so negligible. And like, yes, this is more realistic. I can see it with my own eyes. It's more realistic, but at the same point, you know, ugh.
君の首を、 君の首、君の首、
If you make the note shorter than this, the CV will get cut off and it won't sound the way it should. Not because beat is palatalized. Why don't you say teeth?
Beep. 君の首、君の首、君の首を、君の首を、君の首を、
Yeah, that's not enough build up. Oh, she messed that up. Legit.
首、
So she, this isn't much silence, and I think,
首、首、
I kind of do prefer this.
首、
Yeah, I don't know. Hey,
首、
yeah, I have to because this is a video. About CVVC. I gotta have the VVVC at all times.
Kubi, 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 kubi.
Come on. You are not very long. Wait. What's going on there? Where is there? There's the rest.
BUC, 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 BUC. Is, BUC.
I'm gonna stop testing. Just gonna go through.
Dahika, dahika. Off.
Oh wow, 28 minutes. Yeah. How long would it take? Oh man, I'm not far at all. So let's just, without much thought, everything.
Yo katta no ni ne, kimi no kubi o shimeru yume o mita hikari no.
And now let's compare that to wait. I got so lost. Okay, so this is the CVVC.
よかったのにね、君の首を絞める夢を見た光の。
And now let's go from here. This is the CV only.
よかったのにね、君の首を絞める夢を見た光の。
So let's compare these two. So as you can see, this long gap right here was totally editorial. But you can see here, there's a dip, there's this dip, there's dip after dip after dip. And, I mean, technically right here, we can hit reset.
よかったのにね、君の首を絞める夢を見た光の。
And you think that'd be better, but now as opposed to dips, you're getting peaks. And that's not cool. So, I actually have no idea how the plugins do it and how they would handle this.
よかったのにね、君の首を絞める夢を見た光の。
Wow, that double voice is weird. I thought I did something to fix it. That was weird. Anyway, you can. The reason I like it so much for English is that you're really just focused. You don't have to put something unless you really want it there. But with this, the concept, kinda, just, I don't know. I do have thoughts, but, eh.
よかったのにね、君の首。よかったのにね、君の首。
Now, you just saw all the effort that went into making that short section sound like that. Now look at all the literally no effort that went into making this sound like this.
よかったのにね、君の首。
Now, let's play it again.
よかったのにね、君の首。よかったのにね、君の首。
Now, okay, I'm kinda, for the first time ever, I'm kinda, sorta, on the maybe CVVC Japanese train. But, remember, there are parts of the CVVC that make it just hard. And if someone can explain how to iron out all of these wrinkles in the comments, I will make another video upon that topic. But honestly, I won't be using CVVC for myself just because, like,
よかったのにね、君の首。よかったのにね、君の首。
I literally don't know what the fandom likes more, but CV is clear. It is concise. It is, you know what she's saying.
よかったのにね、君の首。
But the CVVC just obscures it somewhat.
よかったのにね、君の首。
I may be wrong. I don't know. It is nearly 2 a.m. How long have I been recording? Y'all getting a long video this week. I haven't been able to make up my mind. I don't know. Bye.